securing AI, and researchers from Cambridge who had done quantum computing security, and for some mad reason they gave us the title of it. So it's been interesting.
Brilliant. What was the process to go through to kind of win the award? Did you just kind of enter, or did you have to do a project, or?
No, so for the one for the NCSE, there were 10 startups from throughout the UK that were invited to actually come along to their major conference. So that put you in the mix, and then you had a 2-minute no slides pitch to actually take part. So no notes, no slides. So you had 2 minutes to actually convince then key panel members from NCSE and the UK government why your solution would work.
So your time in the fruit stall's paying off now.
Well, that was exactly it, you know. And I made the mistake when I went into the room. I didn't realize everybody else was set in a particular area. So by the time they started, had to come up from the back of the room. So I lost about 15 seconds, and then I was trying to talk super quick then to make up the time on it. But seemed to go.
That's brilliant. And was it? I suppose you've launched in the Republic, the North and the UK.
Yeah.
Did you launch in one before the other, or was it both at the same time?
No, so we have customers in both jurisdictions. Obviously, Ireland's a lovely wee test bed, and it's quick and easy to get around. But actually, 70% of all global written premiums for cyber insurance are underwritten in London.
Yeah.
So actually, it's the UK that's a key strategic market for us, and it's just a bigger playing field. And it's the usual. When it's not your local, it's sometimes easier to have a conversation.
Yeah. Was it hard to break into the UK at first, or because you'd won these awards and you had everything else behind you that it was easier to break in, or give you kind of credibility?
Well, I made a specific decision to network in the UK. So I went back and forward to London and got myself in with this particular group. And I've attended lots of events in different geographical regions in the UK. So we work quite a lot with that particular team, and then that validates who we are. As a significant player. So there would be really serious cyber companies that come out of a particular sector in the UK, and being affiliated with that kind of puts us in a different level.
Okay. And is there a specific industry that you guys kind of go after? It's obviously insurance or finance. Do you help other companies, or? So
key target markets for us are actually the legal sector and financial services and manufacturing. Those are actually kind of the end users that we're looking for. Whilst we would like the insurance industry as a customer, but those are the users, because those are the people that we can really make a difference to on the ground.
Yeah, and as a non-tech founder, essentially, right? Is it harder, do you think, or is it easier for you because you can just kind of give it to them straight? You can explain the snares and layman's terms as well, maybe.
Yeah.
Then I suppose the technical jargon that someone might not understand or might not care about really.
Yeah. Well, I'll answer it in two ways. Okay. So first of all, is I don't like people being jargon heavy. Okay. I think there's nothing worse than somebody who's very technical who can't bring it down to the level of their audience, and in any subject area, whether that was in science or in security. I think that's just incredibly poor if you can't bring it down to meet your audience.
Yeah.
So I tend to use their language to help them understand the problem. The second thing, when you're saying non-technical, I got told off recently by somebody in a mixed group. All the females hadn't. I suppose I started it. I says, "Hi, I'm Clare. I'm a non-technical founder."
Okay.
And the lady that was there to say, "Stop that. What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What do you mean non-technical? What even is that?"
Yeah.
And it's a female thing that you'll tend to come out and say, "Actually, I'm not technical," when you mean I actually don't have an academic background in cybersecurity or IT.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you're not technical. And she made a very good point about security in particular being almost like an orchestra, where it takes lots of different people and lots of different skill sets to get the end result. So some people will work in compliance. They don't have to be a pen tester.
Yeah.
You need people who can market the product. You need people who can sell and talk to your end customer. So there are lots of ways that everybody works together in cybersecurity to achieve an end goal, but it doesn't have to be the pen tester.
Yeah, exactly. So pre-sales architect. But because people don't understand how vast cybersecurity is. So you have anything from like your cybersecurity analyst, your security architect, your CISO, even in some stages, your IT auditor, and then your different kind of frameworks that you have to follow. So it's pretty vast.
So I always say that you have all those people that are fabulous in the office, right, and keep your business alive and really do the cutting edge stuff, but you don't let them out of the office.
Yeah.
They never go out and meet a customer. And then you've got your other team who don't need to understand all the really complicated stuff, but they're the customer-facing team, and they're more human, and you're happy enough to let them go.
Yeah, exactly. And anyone, right, that's like thinking about getting into cybersecurity, what advice would you give them?
Well,
Or cyber or information security?
yeah. So there are lots of different roles, right? And I think sometimes what people forget is you don't have to be good at them all, right?
Yeah.
Pick the one that you enjoy, and if there's parts of cybersecurity that don't interest you and you think I'll never get my head around it, that's okay. You don't have to work on that, and you don't really need to know anything about it. There are experts there who'll do that.